of the themes, and there's probably many for me,
Mhm.
is I love finding work where I'm a valued participant in the conversation, but I'm not the bestower of the knowledge. I'm helping to draw it out through my curiosity and the questions, hopefully, as you are now with me, in what a person knows about their own lives. I'm very interested in keeping what we're calling the narrative backbone of what is most, bottom line, what's drawn us here, but also cross-pollinating and thinking about different people's contexts and supporting people to do it their way. There are opportunities always asking for permission and co-creating it together, but to link people with others outside of the therapy room, and also ways to collaborate and consider myself more like I'm on a team with that hopefully links with community supports. And I want to emphasize this is all unfolding work, learning as you go, which is one of the things I love about this way of working. So I will say that over the years, I've worked with a number of mothers whose children have died. And that is such a powerful, just such a challenging situation. And at some point, maybe it was 3 years ago, I started to think to myself, wow. And I counted up, and there were 6 women, most of whom had just been in the last few years, one more like 10 years ago, who had lost their children. And I thought, I wonder if they'd like to meet and to share each other's experiences. It took several months just to find the right timing. They all agreed. They said yes. We set up a time. We met under my shade tree in the backyard that sadly is no longer there because it had to be cut down. And it was a magical afternoon. From the moment I greeted them in their cars, and when I would walk in and I would hear them already talking with each other, and then I had to leave, and they stayed at least another hour talking. Out of that group, they formed their own group. I asked them if we could meet a couple more times just so I could go over what I had learned from group facilitation. And we did. Another time we actually met because a very dear friend of mine was dying with brain cancer. And we met twice with Thomas, and also one of those times was with Thomas and his now widow. And we just talked about death and dying and loss. It was very profound. So that group is going strong. They're on their own. And that's an example of how a group emerged from our work. Boy, ever since then, I've been thinking, well, I have my license as a psychologist. So I'm very careful about these ethical rules, the guidelines, the considerations, including that you can't be friends, but you can certainly exercise friendship skills. And I love that.